What's up, guys? Tim Queen here, and today we're going to talk about how to get your first 1,000 followers on LinkedIn. Now, the first step that you need to do is you have to change your profile and make it public. Like, it's really important that people can see your picture and they can see your name and they can see your headline and all the different other sections of your profile. Now, if you're a very private person, you definitely still have to do your profile public. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to attract enough followers. Being on LinkedIn and making the conscious choice that you want to be a thought leader means you have to be public. That means you have to sacrifice a little bit of your privacy. You can get around this by being cautious about what you share on your LinkedIn profile. You just have to assume that whatever information you're publishing will be seen by whoever is reading your profile, not just by close friends or not just by the one hiring manager for the job that you're applying. It will be seen by hundreds, thousands, maybe 10,000s of people. So don't include anything that you don't want to be found on the internet. It's really important that you go to your profile settings and you can see here's the profile visibility for your profile picture. Make it to public. Change all of the different sections. I recommend all of them to public. That means also this will be Googleable. You will be found on Google when someone searches for your name or fractions of maybe your job title and the company name. Your profile will show up on Google. But it's really important that if you want to get followers on LinkedIn, that you have every section public. It's just really important as a trust-building mechanism. And really people mostly make the decisions if they want to, the final decision, if they want to follow you based on looking at your face. So really make sure that everything is public. Now, step 2, you have to actually make it so that people can follow you. So by default, everyone has a connect button. And if someone wants to follow you, that is only working in one or two ways. Either they have to discover your content in their news feed and there will be a follow button next to the post, or they have to go to your profile and then click this little button over here to actually see the follow button. So that's not going to happen. So if you want to, your focus is really getting followers, then you really want to change your default button from connect to follow. You can do that really easily in the settings. See over here and then just change this setting. And then you have your follow button. And then the default action is always the one that gets clicked the most. So if you then want to get more followers, this will make it way more likely that you actually increase the number of followers. Now, why do you want to have more followers and connections? Because there is a limit of 30,000 connections, while you can have an infinite number of followers on LinkedIn. Step 3, you want to really optimize your LinkedIn profile, not just making it public, but actually having some content that is meaningful and actually tells the story of who you are. You want to have a proper headline that clearly communicates important keywords and accomplishments that you have done. It includes a value statement that clearly describes who you are, what is the value you're providing, and who is your ideal audience. So people instantly can look at your headline and see, would that be someone that might be interested in based on their own position. So if you aim your LinkedIn headline to be really attractive to your ideal audience, that makes it way more likely that you're getting more people to follow you. You also want to have an about section that clearly tells your professional story, that tells people who you are, that really shows a little bit of your personality. Then have a complete work and education experience section, and also a list of skills and recommendation of other people you have worked with. This really makes it more likely that people will follow you because they perceive you as an authentic profile that has been established with important information they might be interested in, or just having a background of people that might look up to and want to be connected with. Now, step number 4, and this is the most important part. If you have done all the things before, that will get you some results, but number 4 is really the important one that really gets you the followers to skyrocket. And it's about creating original content on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the best publishing platforms for establishing yourself as a thought leader. That means you can share information that are really valuable to your ideal audience. For example, you might share some recent news and give a bit of commentary. What does that actually mean? What does this new law imply? What are some of the action steps that people have to take now? It could also be explaining some of the most common mistakes and how to solve them for your ideal audience. It could also be some tutorials, some small tips, some inside knowledge that people might not be aware of in order to, you would just want to be someone who's giving value to your ideal audience. It's the more value you give, the more likely someone wants to follow you, because once they have seen one piece of information that was very valuable to them, they will think that was really useful. I want to know all of the tips that this person has to share in the future. So that's one of the key decisions why someone follows you, because they want to get more tips or more content of what you have shared before in the future. So by really creating original content, can be text-only posts, can be writing articles. You can even publish your own newsletter, share documents, upload photos, videos, create posts. All of this contributes to you being perceived as a thought leader someone wants to follow on LinkedIn. It's really the key driver that you want to have in order to get more followers on LinkedIn. Now, step 5 is really closely tied to step number 4. And in order for you to actually build the initial audience and also to grow in the future, even if you publish content, it will not be shown to people unless you already have like a large network. So what you need to do is you actually have to bore someone else's eyeballs. And the best way you can do that is by actually going out and commenting on other people's posts, other thought leader in your industry, other people you might be interested in networking with. Go to their content, find interesting posts, and then write a long and valuable comment underneath their post. Not only will this highlight your expertise to other people who are reading their content, they might check out the comment section, discover your content, think, wow, that's a really interesting opinion. Let's check out this person. And I click on your profile. And then they figure out like, wow, you also have really interesting content to share. And then they might follow you. But it's also like an incredible networking opportunity where when you creating content there, some other people might want to then, like if you, let's say I write a really interesting post and you leave a very valuable comment, I might want to network with you. I might say, hey, wow, this is a really interesting opinion. Let's do some collaboration. I might send you a connection request. And then this can lead to all kinds of really great synergies of collaborations where both of you can build a network together and like share some of your mutual followers. Like I might tag you in a post and then some of my followers might follow you. You might tag me in a post. We might do an interview. We might do a podcast, whatever it is. It's a really great way to grow together and really to do what LinkedIn is all about, which is to network and build real relationships. Now, in summary, what you want to do is you want to make your profile public so people can actually see who you are, they can see your picture, they can read your profile and make a decision based on what they're seeing and reading on your profile. Then you want to change your default button from a connect button to a follow button so people can actually follow you. You want to optimize your LinkedIn profile, really pay attention to having really nice profile picture and having like a very good headline that really clearly communicates who you are and what you're standing for. You have your value statement, which really clearly communicates who you are, what is the value you're providing, and who is your ideal audience. This should be addressed to you, the people you want to follow you. This will really make sure that people can quickly make a decision. Is that someone I might want to be interested in? And then you want to create content, really interesting content, thought leadership content. You want to provide value. But in order for you to actually get some initial eyeballs onto your content, you want to engage with other content creators on LinkedIn. Write meaningful comments, write long comments. Spend the time to not just write a comment once, show up every day, every other day, and write a new comment. This will get your comment seen by some of their readers who are already following them. It opens great opportunities for networking where you might do some collaboration with some of the content creators you regularly comment on. It's a really powerful way to build your initial network. Also, like going forward, even if you have already established yourself, continue this. This is a really powerful way to rebuild network and build authentic connections on LinkedIn. If you actually want to know how to write really engaging content, you want to learn all about like doing the entire content strategy, researching topics, finding engaging content ideas, actually how to write really engaging content, you want to check out my LinkedIn Accelerator program. It's a really powerful course which teaches you the A to Z of how to become a thought leader on LinkedIn. I'm going to put the link down in the description. You can also download my free LinkedIn hashtag guide, which teaches you exactly how to identify the right keywords that you want to talk about and which hashtags you want to use to match them. Link also in the description and in the pinned comment below. And if you want to get more videos about LinkedIn, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and smash the like button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.